We got our own personal food reviewer of the stars, ICT all over. We got the local great Chris Jackson, aka Jack Stack Eats. How are you, my guy?
Man, doing fantastic. How are y'all doing?
Kicking it. We're excited to have you. First thing we got to start with is what got you into food reviewing, and did it come as natural as it does now early on?
Man, I would say I got into food. I was already like kind of on the camera. I was actually gaming. I was doing Twitch and I was doing a lot of gaming. So I had just had surgery. But what happened was I've been a foodie, right? I love to eat. I love good. I was even doing on the stream where I would just disappear. Hold on, yeah, I got to get some food and bring back some concoction. But I had some coworkers like, hey, you should be like an influencer. And this was in between. I had taken a break from gaming because I had back surgery. And I was like, I wanted to get back in gaming, but I didn't want to just be at home all the time. I wanted to like outside person, extrovert. And somebody just started doing it. So I actually literally looked up like, what is an influencer? What are you talking about? And I was like, oh, I can do that. So that's how I started.
Awesome. So how long ago was this?
Yeah, so it's been about like 2.5 years now.
2.5 years now? Mm-hmm. What would you say your biggest inspiration to do this? Like, I know there's like the typical Keith Lee and stuff like that, but like, give us a deep dive. Who's been an inspiration for you to do this?
Man, it's always been from the beginning of creating entertaining, informational, and then giving back to like restaurants. If I want to be a foodie, if I want to do this, let's go to some local spots. Let's shed some light on these businesses. So it's always been from the beginning of, yo, have you been here? And then just sharing it with the people.
Awesome. I know community is a big deal. What are some ways that you've been supporting the community lately? I know you're out there right now. I think you're doing a rock road tour for food. What else are you into?
I do different events. So I coordinate events and get food trucks and just help make that event really pop. And then I also host a brunch. And I just kind of like, I'm just a full entrepreneur now. Like when I first started, I was like working a job and balancing, and then it started to grow. And then I got pushed into this. And now I'm just like, as a full entrepreneur, like I just use my likeness and whatever I can do to be a part of the community, whether it's go to pop up at your event, record some content, set some light, promote it. That's all I focus on now.
Yeah, I saw some content you made with the Safe Place with Hand Got Handles.
Yeah.
How was working with Hannah?
Hannah's dope. So I've known Hannah for a while now. We've done some content in the past together. So she's just really cool, and she's a hooper. I'm a hooper. That's my background. So we just automatically connected, but she's just a dope person for real.
Cool. How'd you guys get connected with Safe Places, or did they reach out to you?
I ran into Caden and we were somewhere and at an event, and I just reached out to him like, hey, I think it'd be dope if we made some content together. I support what you're doing and I see what you're trying to do in the community. And I was just like, and I have my platform and I'm always trying to branch out and do different things and not just stick around food. So we just had a coffee day and we just talked about like, hey, let's do some content. And we just kind of started from there. And then he had this pop up. And so I just popped out to support. So, awesome. He gets me on the camera every time we get together, it feels like.
That's awesome. That's how you make content, man. You just bring out the camera.
Yeah.
Tell us more about you. Early life, like growing up. Did you grow up around Wichita or?
Yeah, born and raised. I was actually grew up over at the old Southeast off of Lincoln, and I lived in Plainview, like elementary until middle school. Got deep roots here right in Wichita, just from the Plainview south side all the way to the north side where my grandparents and cousins live.
What is like the end goal here? I know you're kind of in the early stages. What's your dream for Jack Stacks Eats?
Man, you know what I would love to do? I think end goal, I would love to like direct and just share my vision. But I mean, if I could just be Food Network, just traveling, Netflix, just going to eat some food. Let's meet some people. It's funny because people say I look like them sometimes, but just be like a Nick Cannon where I'm hosting shows and I'm popping up here. I got my own thing going with the food channel. That's kind of the end goal where I just want to be a personality and really help give back where I can, but just really just be a personality that everyone likes.
We know that you've kind of dipped your toe into the local celebrity area. Who are some people locally that you like to work with?
Right now, I mean, I got a dope thing going with Plate Envy. He kind of started and we grouped together and we're doing these food tours. We just did West Street. We're on Rock Road right now. Hannah, she's super dope. So I loved working with her. I think as far as who I would want to work with, I don't think it's a person. I just would like to be on the news, collaborate with just the big time, like everybody knows the news channels or just the big events that are going on in the city. Like I just want to be front and center, putting on for Wichita, making content. Like I said, just being a dope personality. So I think kind of bouncing around and doing something like that is kind of like would really be cool here in Wichita.
Such as podcasting while nerdy. Just giving you a hard time, Chris.
Absolutely. So this is probably going to be the hardest thing. It's probably going to be the hardest thing. Can I get a top 3 right now of restaurants in Wichita?
Ooh, that's so tough.
I know it is because I've watched. I wish I was kidding. I've watched all your content.
I'm just gonna
wish I was kidding.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I would just say let's break it up by genre. So I love barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give it up. To Station 8.
Ooh.
I love Giorgio's barbecue. Man, they're both really good. I'm gonna just get the edge a little bit to Station 8 because Giorgio's got the fire ribs, the chicken, and I just know Station 8 is always experimenting doing things with their sides that's not normal and just extravagant. So we'll go Station 8, 1. I also love Italian food. I'm gonna have to go with Boccato.
Okay.
I love Boccato. Boccato's really good. I also like what's that spot on Hillside in Douglas? Fiorito.
Mm-hmm.
Fiorito's real good, but if I have to edge it out, I'm going to give it to the other Boccato. And then for the third, man, I've been at Nelson's Kitchen so much. I'm just going to say Nelson's Kitchen.
Dang, now I have to go.
Wings. Just go to on the wings. It's just good every time.
That's amazing. Now I have to go. It's literally 2 blocks. I can literally throw a rock at it. Man, that's awesome. So if you guys have been tuning in, if you guys have been following along, we have this thing called the Nerd Rant now. Roy Moy the third was the first one. We got Chris here for our second one. Hit us with it, man. 90 seconds, whatever you got to talk about, whatever under the sun that you nerd out about. 90 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
So this rant, I'm just going to dive right into, can we all agree that PlayStation is better than Xbox? I am so sick of like the graphics, the gameplay, the smoothness, everything about a PlayStation is just like it's home for me. Don't get me wrong. I'm big on Xbox. I still play Xbox every day, but I just look over my PlayStation. I wish I was playing it. Xbox is just for the community. It's for the party chats. It's for because that's what everybody has. But if you're a real gamer, in my eyes, the best games are on PlayStation. And you know what I think it is? I think it was a big deal a couple years ago when the system was really released and it was just the battles. And I was hanging on. I thought PlayStation was, but it was just kind of like it's a close battle. But now it's super clear to me. PlayStation is where my heart is. It's smoother. It's better gameplay. And I'm sick and tired of dying to people on PlayStation, on Apex and Marvel and just everything because it is the superior, but I just haven't moved it over because of the party chat. That's it. It's just a party chat. So that's my rant. PS5, don't forget about the battle. They won. That's why y'all are quiet. That's why nobody is saying nothing because PS5 is the superior console.
With 10 seconds to spare.
That gives me just enough time to pan over to my PC and just go.
No. Yeah. I mean, PC for sure.
Yeah.
PC's.
Especially now that Spider-Man's coming over and God of War and everything's coming out on Riot or on not Riot, but on Epic and things.
Yeah.
And PlayStation and Xbox are both going to have combined party chat soon.
Okay.
So it's going to solve that issue for you.
Yeah, I'm switching over right away.
Got you. So what games are you playing? You say you play Xbox and PlayStation, you say every day?
Yeah, I was big on Apex for the last 4 or 5 years. That's what I was streaming when I was into the gaming. I like the story modes like God of War, The Last of Us, even the
Horizon Forbidden.
Yes, the Horizon series. I'm a big fan of that, but I'm playing right now Marvel.
Yep,
Marvel Rivals a lot. Yeah. And PUBG. I played a little bit of PUBG just to switch the pace, but Marvel's is my heart.
With the Last of Us, what did you think of the show?
I thought it was pretty good. I wanted more.
Same. Like I thought they expanded on some things, but like I'm really interested in season 2. I don't know if you're excited about that. and it sounds like they're going to do like 3 seasons. I'm like, how are you doing that? Unless you're splitting the second, unless you're splitting the second game in half. I don't know where you're going with that.
I've also heard new game. I've also heard new game.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
I've heard.
Yeah. Did you play the second one, by the way?
Oh yeah.
You did? Okay.
Oh yeah. I thought it was at first. Every time the second one comes out, you kind of like but I thought it was good. I thought they did a great job.
I was shocked.
New storyline, new characters. I was like, yeah, I like it a lot.
I can't think of the name of it, but the one that's kind of close to that type of a game with Sam Witwer in it. Days Gone.
Days Gone.
If you haven't played that one, it's very similar. It's very good. When you said PlayStation exclusives, I knew Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man. I already know. Any sports games? You play 2K at all? Since you're a hooper?
Nah, man. I'm old school. NBA Live. That was early 2K.
Early 2K.
It's too many like 2K11, 2K12. When they started getting too many animations, it was just like, nah, bro. I just want to play the game. You got me dribbling out of bounds, and I can't even get a 3-point shot. I want to stand on my. What you gonna count it as a 2?
Yeah. Bro, you can't even drive the baseline. You can't even drive the baseline anymore. You step out of bounds.
Ooh,
it's terrible.
It's terrible. Too many animations. I'm done with it.
Yeah, totally understand. Well, Chris, short and sweet, but it was an absolute pleasure. You talk fast, and we get everything out.
Okay.
Excellent talking with you.
Like I say, I do have some fastballs for you.
Get him.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. What's a food that should have never been discontinued?
Ooh.
Big and Tasties.
I feel like that's Wendy's Burgers. Sorry, I feel like that's Wendy's Burgers now, and they're pulling back. I saw that video. I went and had Wendy's. You're right.
It's terrible.
Okay. It's terrible.
I was so disappointed. That was my goal. I was about to say I want the original Junior Bacon Cheeseburger back.
Right.
That's a good one. I would go with Surge is my go-to. So, my next one is, which fictional chef from a movie, TV show, or game would survive in a real kitchen, and who would get fired on day one?
So 2 different chefs, yeah.
Yeah, 2 different chefs. That's tough. First chefs, what's man? I don't know names. It's a movie. They got the whole scene where they take the burger from the lady. She's all being rude. They take it from her, take it to the back, and they just take it down
waiting.
Yeah. Fired first day.
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
That's a good one.
And then another cooking movie, Surviving a Real Kitchen.
Yeah.
Ratatouille.
That's awesome. So we speak about villains and superheroes all the time. So I got a fun question for you here.
Yeah.
What's a food villain in the restaurant industry to you that no one talks about? Like, what is your biggest ick? Like the biggest bad thing you think of that people do that you're just like, ugh.
Just using cheap ranch.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Like you're gonna give me all this goodness, and then you're gonna put some cheap ranch on, and just with the tanginess and the sour. Like, what is this? Oh yeah, cheap ranch is like, that's a no. Cause I love ranch. Like I'm asking for condiments every time. I'm asking if they got ranch. I want to see how it tastes, and it just goes on a lot of things. And nah. Don't skip on the ranch. That's a villain. Like I could just see. Ugh.
Like a good house-made ranch. Like
it's not hard.
It's
not. Really not.
It's not. Don't skip on the ranch. There's no reason to.
The weirdest food combo that actually slaps. That you're like, I didn't think this would work, but it worked.
Ooh, that's a tough one because you grow up, you're making a bunch of different stuff in the kitchen. I think that's when I discovered cheese and ramen noodles.
Okay.
Or cheese and spaghetti.
Yep.
It just works. A little hot sauce, just cheese makes it better. Especially ramen noodles. Like a lot of people don't add cheese, but add a slice of cheese in there, mix it all up. Yeah.
My sister, her answer to that question was orange juice and hot Cheetos.
I
don't know.
I don't think I've ever done that.
I don't know.
I will say pineapples, like pineapple juice.
Yeah.
And blue Takis.
Okay.
Like
Man, man. Listen, Blue Takis is superior to all of the Takis.
It's
love.
shocking.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was surprised. I was very surprised.
If you only could drink one beverage forever and everything else was eliminated from the world, what would it be?
Man, give me some good cherry Kool-Aid.
I love it.
Just give me some cherry Kool-Aid. It's just I drink these what do they call it? The new Kool-Aid are the Crystal Light packets.
Yep.
And we got we go back and forth between the Kroger brand or whatever it is, but just sprinkle that in your drink. That's all I need.
Yep.
Or the Mio,
Mio,
give me that's all I need. Just because I'm a juice person. Like I don't like soda. I don't try to drink soda at all. I just don't like the bubbles. I'm not a bubbles person. But just some good juice and that's some cherry Kool-Aid.
There you go.
What's the best fast food chain in your mind?
Till Wendy's did that, what they did.
I know.
Gotta go Popeyes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I gotta go Popeyes. Consistency.
Since we live in Wichita, best Popeyes.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I know it's not Hillside.
I've had a lot of success at the Popeyes on what's that? Central, just by West Street.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I've never had a problem there yet. Every other one I've had something or this is something, but that one.
All you churches people, he totally left you out of the equation.
Old churches, maybe there's a discussion. This jalapeno infused stuff, like I get what they were trying to do.
Yeah,
it's bad.
KFC, you're not even in the argument. What's the best fictional food you wish actually existed in real life that you've seen in it, like Star Wars or Star Trek, whatever it was, that you're like, I want this?
Man, every time I watch, now who made me hungry? It has to be Goku. Goku make me hungry. As soon as I want to eat.
Right.
That 100%. He'd be grubbing. I'll be there for it.
That's hilarious.
The ultimate gamer snack.
Honestly, I think sandwiches. I'm a big sandwich person because you don't have to worry about dusting your fingers off with like chips or anything like something I can pick up and eat without having to wipe my hands or worry about my controller getting greasy. It's got to be a good sandwich. And
then I have to end with one that's gonna create a little hot seat here.
Oh boy.
Okay. Have you ever had a meal that was so bad you didn't post about it?
Oh, it's been a while. I don't care now.
Yes.
You know, because it's one of those things where I guess I'm a nice guy, is what people say. I don't want to like hurt, so I didn't post it.
You don't have to give out the business name if you don't want to.
I know. I'm trying to remember what it was.
No, he has to.
Oh, I just went somewhere recently and didn't post about it. It was Ziggy's. I went to Ziggy's and all of us the whole family was just like, yeah, this isn't it. But I've had good food from Ziggy's, but I went to record and actually had the whole fam there, and it was like, okay, I'm not posting this. I can't lie. Like I'm not enjoying this, so it had to be. It's Ziggy's.
Dang. All right.
And the thing that piggybacks onto that to kind of end it all is, have you ever had a review that you got heat about, and how'd you handle it?
Whether it was you said it was good, whether you said it was good and people didn't enjoy it and got in there, or maybe you said something wasn't so good and people came at you for it.
I think right now what's fresh in my mind is I just did a review for Red Lobster.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of comments talking about my food didn't look like that. Why my roll was dry, my lobster was overcooked. Like, bro, what is like I got so many people disagreeing with that post right now. But we loved it. We was grubbing.
Right.
Hey, that was five. That was like 5-star when I was growing up. We got to go to Red Lobster.
Right.
It's still. I don't ever go to Red Lobster, but it felt like I was fine dining still with the price.
Right. At least we're getting the eggs in it.
But yeah, those are had to get you those softballs, and I had to end with that final.
No,
those final two
That
zingers.
was great, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I didn't know they were there. That's awesome. Like that was. I'm really glad that extends it out, gives us more time. We get some more information. Absolutely, especially the Ziggy's part because I've never had a good experience at Ziggy's. So
Yeah.
I've never been to Ziggy's.
The pizza's okay. Like I went and got pizza from them and took it home, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But like sitting there and eating it's not always been. It's been weird like that.
Yeah,
so.
it's been 50-50 for me too. Like I've had some good experiences, then I've had a lot of bad. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are there like 2 in town, or is there only that one?
Now there's 2, right?
I think there's 3 now.
Whoa.
There's one on West. There's one West Central, West 13th. Is there one more East?
I don't think so. I think it's just Clifton Square.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's 2.
Yeah. And then I saw you went to, is 1872's also in Clifton Square?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
Man, that's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like it. Like I got to sit in the airplane seats and enjoy drinks with some other influencers that were in town. We had a real good time.
Yeah. My old boss owns that one. He also owns Just a Sip in the arcade.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So every time he was like coming in, he was like, "Hey, airplane seats. What do you think?" I'm like, "What are you working on?" But it was like, "Oh yeah, it's a bar concept." I'm like, "Oh, that'd be cool. Like, try that out." Yeah. He said he's going to open one more spot, and I can't wait for that spot to open because he likes throwing money around. And when it opens, it's going to be crazy because you can tell the 1872, while it's still got the outer shell, he got that whole thing and went crazy.
He did. He did a really good job because I remember what it was in there before, and just to go in and see the complete overhaul, people wearing their captain uniforms. I was like, okay,
yeah,
I dig this.
Pretty cool concept. All right, Adrian.
Like Brandon mentioned at the start of this episode, Chris is the second person to be in this hot seat, but we've already had a person before. So if you missed the interview with Rory Boy, be sure to check out the channel. Be sure to support Mr. Jack Stack Eats over here.
I'll drop all the links and everything in the description.
All the links will be in the description. Make sure to check him out if you're local or even if you're not. If you're local, be sure to check out that event in April.
The Hangover Brunch.
Hangover Brunch. And, I have to end it like I always do, Brandon.
Yep. What's that?
I have to say, first of all, welcome to the nerd community, Chris.
Yep.
Yeah, appreciate it.
But also, keep it nerdy, my friends. Keep it nerdy.
All right, guys. Stay tuned. Click down on the subscribe button, the bells. Make sure you guys get notified for all our crazy videos. And again, thanks again, Chris. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.